I mentioned about my dreams and everything. And the 33 number is popping up everywhere. And it feels kind of like another level to me. It wasn't like a... Yes, I had hundreds of synchronicities, but that feels weird and different. So, yeah, I need more explanation.
See, when we are undergoing a spiritual awakening process, there is something within us that opens the higher dimensions to you. So when that opening up is happening, in a way, you're opening up inside also. Your subconscious mind is opening up. And the same thing gets reflected to you in the external environment. So here, major part of the synchronicities is seeing numbers. Many people see many different numbers. For some 11, 11, in general, 11, 11, 10, 10, 3, 3, 3, 5, 5, 5. These numbers are seen by a lot of people. But apart from these numbers, you will have your own special number, which others will not see, only you will see. For example, myself, special number is 0, 1, 2, 3. I see it in different permutations and combinations. It keeps on coming into my conscious awareness. Apart from that, I keep on seeing 11, 11 when there is an internal change happening within me, where, my way of thinking has moved to another dimension. That is where I see 11, 11. So typically, everybody has this experience. It is not an exception. Everybody sees numbers. And then you notice that in some way you are synchronized with the external universe. Whatever you think is somehow reflected outside. You ask a question and then suddenly from somewhere you get that message in form of a song, or maybe somebody just walking by the road gives you an answer, or you overhear a conversation and then you get an answer from that conversation. It's like the universe is, sending you signs and signals to put you on the path. Now it feels like somebody from above is watching over us, is answering us, is trying to communicate with us. So we don't know who this energy is. Is it an energy? Is it an entity? Or is it just the universe trying to communicate with us? At this point, we are in a state of disbelief. Many actually, reject the idea that something like this is happening with me. They cannot even share it with somebody else because others will ridicule them. So at this level, you will start noticing that there are some special numbers that keep on repeating and coming to your notice. And today we'll talk about one such number, which is number 33 or 3. Why is number 33 so special? If you look at the spine, you will notice that we have 33 vertebrae. So the spine stands at the base. You can see the base of the spine in the buttock area. And then it goes up into the head and it stops. It's called the brainstem region. It is behind your uvula. That is, you have a small tongue behind in your mouth here hanging, right? That is the uvula. Somewhere in this level.
This one, here. The little one.
Yeah, yes, exactly. That is where is the brainstem region. So what happens in the spiritual awakening process is the brainstem region gets activated. Because until the brainstem region gets activated, the various emotional layers within you, your experiences which are linked to many different emotional fluctuations you experience in the process, the hormonal changes that are there behind such changes, all these things, they will not get initiated. So in a way, when the spiritual awakening process is getting initiated in your body, the brainstem region undergoes a lot of change. And the number of vertebrae from the base of the spine up to the brainstem are 33. And we are rising upwards. This is spiritual ascension. In a normal person's body, we have vayus, that is in the pranic sheath, you have the vayus flowing. So there is a vayu called the apana vayu. That vayu starts at the level of the stomach and it moves downwards. Yes. So this is the picture of our pranic sheath where the prana is something which works behind the curtains. It is the chi, the life force, the energy. And if it is moving properly in your pranic sheath, then at a physical and mental level, you'll be healthy. If there is any, unnecessary movement in this, or, it is not moving correctly, then it can become disease at the physical and the mental level. So in a normal person who is caught up in the cycles of life and death, the apana vayu, which starts, you can see in the picture, it starts at the level of the navel and it is going downwards, the downward going arrow. Yeah, that is the apana vayu. So in a normal person's body, the apana vayu flows downwards. As long as the person's apana vayu is flowing downwards, they're caught up in the cycles of death and life. They are not thinking consciously, they're not questioning life. They just follow life. They say, my ancestors live like this, I will live like this. So all their beliefs, ideas, right, wrong, it is all culturally programmed, socially programmed, religiously programmed, and based on how this soul has evolved over many lifetimes, they are under total conditioning and programming, and they can't see beyond that. They are not questioning life, they're not making conscious choices. It is only when this downward going apana vayu turns upwards and starts moving upwards, that is when we start questioning life. And this vayu, when it starts turning upwards and flowing upwards, we start feeling a lot of turmoil. And at this point, you will see that the brain stem has got activated. So let's go back to the skeletal system. Here, this is our spine. So you will notice that the apana vayu in the previous picture, it started at the level of the waist and it was going downwards, right? So this is now trying to flow upwards. When it is trying to flow upwards, initially it experiences blockages, and that is why we have a lot of pain in the back. We experience kriyas. It is trying to clear away the psychic blockages or psychic baggage while it is moving upwards.
I have a question.
Yes.
So these days I have lots of, this last week or two, lots of throat tightness within me. You mentioned about cervical fluid, and in this section I feel really tight. I always need to stretch. Normally I don't need that much, but I woke up every day feeling stiff. Is it do those can be correlated, do you think? Or
what happens is your chakra here, the Vishuddhi chakra is getting activated. When you are trying to align yourself with your inner authenticity, when that change is happening within you, and the brainstem region is also changing within you, a lot of pressure falls on the neck area. And part of the Kundalini symptoms or spiritual awakening symptoms are neck sprains, shoulder pain. And here what is happening is the right and left side of your body are trying to integrate. When they're trying to come into balance, on left side and right side, upward moving pranic force is there, which is on either sides of the spine. That is trying to move upwards. When that is happening, you will feel pain here and here. And it just makes your neck stiff. So apart from that, you have 3 flows in your neck. Your 2 vagus nerve, it moves up like this. And then a central spinal flow, which is going upwards. So any kind of flow which is going up into the head will also cause you neck problems.
So even though we don't feel the energy going up, it can still is.
When it is happening at a very slight level, it will not come to your notice. So here you will see that the spine is there, and as we saw in the previous picture, the apana vayu, which starts at the level of the stomach, is flowing downwards. It is going downwards like this. So it is turning upwards in a spiritual awakening process. The upward movement of pranic energy first does not come to your notice because it is very slight, but it is enough for you to start questioning life. It is enough for you to experience synchronicities. And it is enough for you to know that the spiritual awakening process has started in your body. Now, this energy is trying to rise upwards the 33 vertebrae. Your brainstem, which is at the top, is getting activated. So the number 33 here has this significance that it is telling you that the spiritual ascension in your body has started. Take notice of it. So the universe is trying to communicate to you through numbers. So number 3 and number 33 become a very common occurrence here. Even 333 becomes a common occurrence here, so that it comes more to your notice. Panavayu, which is starting at the level of your stomach and going downwards, you see the downward arrow? That is turning upwards. So from the base of your spine, energy is moving upwards. It is trying to move up the 33 vertebrae. And this energy which is moving up is moving through all the glands in your body. It is changing your inner chemistry so that you can spiritually ascend into a higher level of existence.
Okay, so I was already feeling this energy is going and moving through my body as well. But now, like, what is the difference of now? Why things are changing now?
See the force, how much energy is flowing upwards. Is it continuously flowing, or is it just, a little upward flow and stopping? That makes the whole difference. Initially, when the flow is going upwards, it does not come to our notice. We will not know that it is flowing upwards. We might question life for a while, and then suddenly the flow does not go up much. Then again, we fall back into that sleep state where we think that this world is the only reality. We are the physical body. Okay, so here what happens is, depending on how much the flow is moving upwards, again here it depends on how much you're trying to change yourself. If you don't want to change, if there is inner resistance, there is no sadhana from your side, you're not questioning life, you're not questioning yourself, you're not seeking the truth, then this energy will not move upwards. You need to work along with this energy. So some people, when the energy is showing them what to change within themselves, they undertake the change. When they do that, after a while, it takes few years. It's not that, the energy has turned upwards, now it has come to my notice. No, it takes many years. After many years, you will see that this upward moving energy, the size or the channel, it has become a little wider when it is flowing upwards. And it is trying to push. So you can feel some pain in various parts of your spine when it is trying to push upwards.
This is when the shape, because I'm changing my mind and clearing my mind and my subconscious mind. So the energy change its shape and goes stronger.
It becomes stronger. Not the shape, but the width increases.
Width, yeah. I mean, that's okay.
The width of the energy, the flow increases, and the flow at one point is flowing a lot. More than the rest periods. Even in the rest period, there is a little upward flowing energy. But the amount of energy flowing up, it will come to your notice now. So when you're coming to that stage where, now this energy is like really flowing up, that is when you start seeing 33. The 33 vertebrae in your body are experiencing this upward surge of energy. And because as I said earlier, that the Talu chakra is the uvula region or the brainstem region that is getting activated. That is the highest part of the spine. So that also is controlling this process in your body. So the entire system, that is why you will see 33 numbers. Now coming to number 3. This is the Muladhara chakra. In this you will see the triangle, the 3-cornered triangle. These 3 corners, they represent the Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti and Jnana Shakti. That is the power of action, power of will, and then power of knowledge within us. When the Apanavayu is trying to flow upwards, the energy is moving through the region of the Muladhara chakra. The conscious ability within us to question life so that we can increase our knowledge, and with increased understanding, we can see how false this dimension is, or you can even experience the higher aspects within you. So you have to let go the lower aspects within you to go to the higher aspects within you. The direction to proceed in that manner, the mental power that you need to go upwards, and the conscious choices which you make, they all allow the flow to go up more strongly. So here you are using your Kriya Shakti, power of action. That is, you're doing the right things. You are living correctly. You're taking care of your body. You are not unnecessarily giving into the various drives that or desires your body seeks. Rather, you are controlling your body. So what happens here is when you're making conscious choices, your focus is living the right way, your actions are going in the right direction. For example, you have money with you. You can use that money on addictions, or you can use that money to destroy something, destroy somebody's life, or you can use that money to feed people, to build a good a business establishment for yourself. Maybe you can use that money for somebody's medical or educational needs. So you're using the money correctly. You're not misusing the money. So here you're making conscious choices in life. When you're making conscious choices in life, here you're taking hold of your power of action. Your actions are going in the correct direction. When you have to take an action which can decide whether it is right or wrong, if somebody takes money, they're taking bribes to do the wrong action, then the flow will not go upwards. When you're doing your duty correctly, your responsibilities correctly, the flow upwards goes strongly. It increases. After that comes the power of knowledge. Here what happens is, once we are acting correctly and we are questioning life, the power of knowledge within you starts unfolding. Here now the higher aspects within you, your higher intelligence, your higher intuition, you are able to tap into that. Once in a while it will come and go. And after a point you can connect with that energy very strongly. And then that next is the power of will, Icha Shakti, or the power of desire. Here, at that level, you become a creator being. You understand these 3 powers, and once you get hold of these 3 powers, you become a free soul. Now you are not living within the constraints of the 3rd density or the 3rd dimension, which a normal person is always, in the mode of suffering. They can't rise above suffering. They're caught up in their stories, their emotions, their mind games, circumstances. They feel powerless and weak. Now, because you've taken back your 3 powers, you feel very powerful inside. You don't feel the need to compete with anybody. You are just there. Wherever you are, you shine like a beacon of light. So this triangle is there at the base of the spine. The 3 corners of the triangle are the 3 number that you see. So the number 3 is telling you that you have these 3 powers within you, which you can invoke when you live correctly and if you do your spiritual sadhana. So this is the crown chakra, the Sahasrara chakra. You will see that there is another triangle here. This is also the same triangle, Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti. That is power of knowledge, power of will, power of action. But this is at the level of the divinity. And from this power of the divinity, all the dimensions, all the various manifestations, all the various beings, the different expressions of the creation you're able to see, feel, experience, everything is because the divine has used the power of action, the power of will, and the power of knowledge. The same thing gets reflected in the Muladhara chakra. So you'll see the same triangle here. Only thing is that is upward and this is downward. Okay, so this is our power of knowledge, power of action, and power of will. So whatever exists at the level of the divine, that same power exists within you at the level of the Muladhara chakra. And it is there because using that power, you can ascend upwards. And the 3 number within you shows these 3 powers that are there within you. So when the energy is moving upwards, you will see number 3. And the 33 is the 33 vertebrae. So it is telling you that you're undergoing a spiritual ascension journey. And especially for many people, on the 3rd of March every year, before or after that time period, many see 3. They see those numbers during that phase. Somehow 33 comes into your conscious awareness. You notice it. It could be a time where maybe the force, upward force, moving force is higher in the body. But yes, it does have an effect on us. Apart from this, we even see 333, right? So the 333 can be the 33 vertebrae and the 3 powers within us. You combine them, it becomes 333. 33 and 3. So generally during this phase, the month of March, first week of month of March, before and after, and especially on the day of 3rd March, you will see this more. It comes to your notice.